love bike to school week. There's nobody in the parking lot, and I get the best space.
Ooh, you too good to sit your ass on a bike like the rest of us, Baldwin?
I had spin class this morning.
I can't believe you drove today. You're such a fossil fuel junkie.
My truck doesn't make me a junkie, and don't make jokes about that, okay? I have a junkie uncle. We call him Uncle Junkie.
Your truck is addicted to gas, though, right? I bet it won't function too well without it.
Yeah, just like Uncle Junkie, but he won't function well without cocaine.
Gas is a little cheaper habit, though, right?
Barely.
Right? Now, prices may have been down lately, but we know sooner or later they're going to be creeping back up. So before the rest of the class gets here, let's talk a little bit about why gas is so expensive.
Because environmentalist liberals like Kelsey won't let us drill in our national parks.
Because coal-rolling conservatives like Baldwin drive gas guzzlers to overcompensate.
Because the concept of value is construction of human condition and doesn't truly exist.
It is complex, but it ain't got nothing to do with your truck, your tree huggery, or that transcendental BS you spin.
So why are prices so high?
Well, the first thing you gotta consider is the cost of doing business. Drilling ain't cheap, and it ain't like you suck gas right out the earth either. You gotta process the raw.
Are we talking about drugs or are we talking about gas?
Well, gas production is actually a lot like how we used to turn cocoa leaves into cocaine. It took money and manpower to make our product street ready for all them fiends out there.
Wait, did you just say our product?
No. I said their product.
You also have to transport the product, and that's risky. Oil spills, there are refinery accidents. Safety and protection cost money.
Very good, Kelsey. Just like when you're slinging coke, with gas, you've got to look after your product. Well, or so I've heard.
Okay, so now you got this refined crude and you're ready to sell it.
Not quite. The government, they want their cut, so like paying off the police, Uncle Sam comes along and skims a little right off the top.
Were you always an economist?
Mind your business, son. So, your oil's now stateside, ready to be distributed to filling stations. Transportation is what, Kelsey?
Risky, and risk costs. So the farther you are from the refinery, the higher the price of gas.
Very good. So now your gas has made it to the filling station. But they don't only sell gas, do they?
They also sell skinny gyms and candy fish and Red Hulk, a drink that makes me crazy in the brain and the pants.
Okay. You get to cover the wholesale cost of that brand name merchandise. You also get to pay for their lights. You get to pay for their plumbing. You get to pay the hourly wage of the poor SOB who has to clean up that nasty bathroom. All of that factors into the cost of gas before you even talk about supply or demand.
Wait, what about OPEC? Uncle Junkie says they're the ones who are really in control of this country.
Uncle Junkie's not wrong about that. OPEC owns most of the world. The Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries is a cartel of nations who produce oil. They make the market by determining how much they produce and how much they're going to charge for it. We in the US get 67% of our gas from this cartel. OPEC, more than any other factor, determines how much gas costs. No matter what you hear in 2016, it ain't got jack to do with who is president.
But if the US consumed less, OPEC would charge less. The demand is so high, it makes the price go up.
Maybe, but with a natural resource, demand's always going to increase faster than supply. Plus, you got to factor in stuff like geopolitics. Fools start warring, shipping lines are going to get jammed.
Weather too. You cannot sell a boat if the sky is crying frogs.
Wait, if our increased fossil fuel emissions cause global warming, weather gets worse. Unstable weather increases the cost of oil production, which makes higher prices at the pumps. We contribute to the rising cost of gas by polluting the planet. We are that snake that eats itself.
Ouroboros.
Right, outer boroughs.
Ouroboros. Our oil habit makes weather unstable, which makes our oil habit more expensive.
Like my Uncle Junkie. The more he does, the more he needs.
It's exactly like Uncle Junkie. In fact, you know the first thing we used to do to them cocoa leaves before turning them into cocaine? We'd break them down by pouring gasoline all over that.
I need to get a bike.